Hey, what's up everyone? How you doing? My name's John. Thank you for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to be taking a closer look at and reviewing two mini food fight arcade games. These are really cool, very highly detailed. They're 1/6 scale, designed and developed by New Wave Toys. This is part of their mini 1/6 scale arcade games they've released, right? Several years ago, they released their first one, which was Centipede. So they have licenses to, like, I've noticed Capcom and Atari, some big players in the old classic arcade game scene, which is awesome. Food Fight is kind of a lesser known of the Atari games, in my opinion. A really fun game nonetheless. Came out in 1983. There's some subtle differences between the one on my right, the one on your left, right? This is the pre-order exclusive, right? So you can see there's a yellow trim, which is great, different, makes it really pop, stand out a little bit more opposed to the black. You can also see on the sides here, so if you see a difference between the sides, it's very subtle, but if you look closely, you'll notice that the character himself who's holding the pie, the pre-order exclusive he's got a white and red striped shirt, where the original one has a red shirt, right? So I think this is kind of like more of the prototype. This is not. It runs off of lithium. They both run off lithium battery. They've got kind of. We'll take a closer look at some gameplay but basically they have the monitor look like kind of a tuned monitor. It does cause quite a bit of reflection, which I think is the downside of this. You also notice that this version here, they both come with this, by the way, but I have like a banana for the joystick. It's rubber. Both of them come with that. I just switched out the knob. You can unscrew it and screw in a banana. I'm not quite sure if that was in the original version or not. Food Fight, the game itself, I mentioned before, it came out in 1983. It was ported to also the Atari 8-bit line of computers, as well as the Atari 7800 console in 1986. Never came out for the ColecoVision, which is kind of surprising. Never came out for other platforms or classic consoles. Atari 2600 did not see a port of this, which is also very surprising. Like I said, it was kind of a lesser known game. However, the game itself was developed by a company called General Computer Corporation, also known as GCC. They got kind of a relationship with Atari essentially because they were doing some chips and there was a lawsuit. Atari sued them for about $15 million, and part of the agreement and settlement was that the Atari would actually commission them to make some games. So GCC basically did the chip that was used for the 7800 console. They used a chip that was Midway used for Miss Pac-Man in the arcades. They designed other games for the Atari for arcades. For example, Quantum, which is a great vector, lesser known vector game, but they designed that as well. So they worked with Atari fairly closely after the lawsuits. Kind of funny how things work. These are the boxes themselves. You can see kind of again, pretty identical. The only difference is there's a tier in the top corner. You can see it's got the pre-order exclusive button or the item image there. And again, you can kind of see the shirts are slightly different as well, just like that. But these are 12.3 inches in height. Got banana top joystick. The CRT FX is what they call the monitor I mentioned before. Highly detailed. These sell out fairly quick online when New Waves. I follow them on social media, and if you like these stuff, I encourage you guys to follow on Facebook because they definitely post. They usually have a month window where you can pre-order some of the stuff, and they'll have extras that they sell too. But they're very good about communicating what's coming. Space Ace is coming out very soon, for example. Dragon's Lair also came out recently, so they've got some really good games, and they're doing like a mini Coke machine, which is really awesome, I think. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at the gameplay, and go from there. Thanks, guys. Before I show some gameplay, let's take a closer look at the arcade itself. We're going to take a look at the pre-order exclusive version right now. They play identical, right? Really, I mean, again, I can't speak high enough of the build quality is really cool. They're all individually numbered. They have serial numbers. I don't know how many they produce of each version. I can tell you that typically the pre-order version, like this one, for example, they do less. I think it's around 500 or maybe 1,000. You can see they even have a mini lock, which is really cool. You can't remove it. You have the warning sticker here. You got 2 USB, so if you want to plug in like a controller, that's always nice. You have an HDMI out as well, so you can hook up to your TV. They've started adding those recently to some of their recent arcades. The prior ones did not do that. You have a micro USB charger, also done through USB. I don't know how long the battery life lasts on this, but it's not too bad. It's pretty quick charge and it holds up pretty well. They're on the top. On the top, you have your power, of course, on and off. This is your volume. We're going to scroll up a little bit. That's max volume. You can kind of see the monitor, how it's got kind of the CRT FX. See, it's got glare. We'll turn it down slightly. Okay, I'm going to attempt. You also got a lit marquee, which is very detailed. And we'll play this with the banana stick here. To add credits, let's see if this opens. Yeah, this opens up down here, kind of for coins or whatever, right? So that's kind of nice. It does come with instructions. Let me show you. They call it operator's manual. And it kind of reminds me of like the classic manuals we get like with the ColecoVision, for example. Special thanks to the team. Here's some other arcades that they've produced. They did a Q*bert not too long ago, Centipede, Street Fighter 2, another one, so that's cool. Detailed manual. Also comes with some, I showed you before, but it comes with some gum you can kind of stick anywhere, because it's kind of how it was in arcades. People stick their gum wads, which is funny. And then, of course, you have also some coins, right? Which is cool. To add credits, you add here. Let's add credit. You can hear it. Okay. I got several credits in there, and I got an option to go like 1 player, 2 player. We'll do 1 player. It's gonna be kind of tough. I can throw either right or left button here. The goal is to get from one side of the screen to the other. You can throw food at your opponent, right? Don't get hit by your opponent. And basically you're supposed to get the ice cream as fast as you can before it melts, right? Turn the volume up. So I can go here and get peas, whatever that is. Not fall in the holes. I missed them, but we're gonna go and eat it. Okay. So I got these chefs coming after me. I got him. I got him as well. I don't know if you can tell if the camera's picking up, I do have scan lines turned on, so it kind of looks like, again, like the monitor. See, he hit the other guy, the chef just hit the guy. The more points you get, the faster you are, right? I got 1,500 points there. Hit the right button here and go to the menus. I have, let's see, scan lines I can turn on or off. I can turn this light off to save the battery, right? I can do, what is this? Service mode. So basically when I'm playing, it kind of goes into service mode. Backlight, I can kind of adjust the brightness. The brighter it is, the longer the less the battery life will work. And PlayStation, players, also player 1 and player 2 option. It's kind of hard to read because again I'm looking at it through the camera, but also shows you my battery life, current battery life. So we'll go ahead and exit. Actually, let's take a look. Let's take a look at scan lines off. Let's turn them off and show you what it looks like with them off. See if you guys can tell the difference. There you go. A little brighter. Oh, I see I fell in a hole. Level 4. The game starts really quick, like really easy, and then gets like surprisingly hard. Now, if you have an item and you eat the ice cream, let's take a look. Oh, he got me. But I'm pretty sure you hold on to the item for the next level too. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you guys subscribing as always. See you guys soon. Take care and game on.